get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down. At the 21-yard line.
Ready? Y25. 54. Right, 54. I got it. Walk twist. Check 31. Check. We go even. Let's go now. Bang, bang. Say hi.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
No. Tighten up. Check. Easy. Watch out. Let's go.
Now Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Running right, Jones. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Jim. Check your hot read. Check 24. Check 24. Check 13. Check 13. Check safety. Switch. Check. Check 26. Check 26. Easy. Hey.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Hey, alert 3. SOS. Easy. SOS.
Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Easy. Motion to the backfield.
They'll run it here with Logan. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose one.
A 1st down throw for Winston. A dump underneath to Jones. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Shit.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, watch it. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Easy.
On 2nd down, Barber. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This is Elliott. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Prescott on 1st down. Now he's forced out right, and now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that's Elliott, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
You gonna get this?
Hey, kill.
You think you gonna get this?
Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 38 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. 51 yards there on the return punt. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Second and 5 now. Winston, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to launch this thing. It got his man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 74 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 45 tonight. Check 46.
On second down, Prescott again. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing on second and long. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Green, 17. Trump. Check. 36.
Winston from the gun on third down. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now Austin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
27. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
45. Mike, 45. What we got? 45's the Mike. 45's the Mike.
26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 45 to Mike.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. Cooper was the target there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Push him back. Push him. Wait. Green, triple T. Easy.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Wait. Check. Match box. Mike. Flip it. Let him go.
Winston now to throw on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Slam. You go tight. You got tight right there. Easy.
Winston gives to Barber. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14.
First down, they go with Barber again. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Come on. Sunday. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go. 54. Mike 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take easy.
They just do get the play off. Now Winston. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to hand the football back as the third quarter comes to an end.
Buccaneers 14.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, check Mike 45, check 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Mike 45. Blue Dan. 45 to Mike.
26.
Prescott from the gun. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run it with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam. Check three. Easy. Watch twist.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Winston now from the 50. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Flip it. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Stay with you. Easy. Hey. Go. Wait. Let's go.
The Bucs go for it. It's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Tighten up.
A first down throw for Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Screen, triple team. Mike 50, Mike 50. He don't know no better. Trump. Mike's 50, Mike.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. This is caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Right there. 54 Mike. Here I come.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing here, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half.
Exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just